Hello everyone and welcome to the stream today. So today we are going to be building gaming PC. So I haven't done this for a really long time and I've kind of done, I guess, what I describe as the fun part kind of already. So I've installed Windows and I just thought it would be fun to like do this together because basically I've been putting this off for so long. I bought the parts for this computer in August 2024, and so they're even slightly out of date, and it's just a real pain to put this all together because I don't relish the idea of like putting together more hardware that can go wrong. So basically with my current PC I use it to stream, so that's what I'm streaming from right now, and I use it to do all my recordings and stuff, and I do a lot of the editing on here. I just find like the PC a bit more flexible than using a Mac. I know the Mac I think definitely does kind of editing a little bit better, but this is kind of why I want to put this computer together, because a lot of stuff is a lot more flexible for video editing, for content creation. So for example, I can put a whole bunch of solid state drives here. I've got 4 NVMe SSDs like in this installed in here already, and what I like to be able to do is like add loads of hard drives and add cooling. It's like this is an air cooler, it's very silent, and basically I just want to upgrade my entire setup, but it comes at a huge cost, because in order to migrate all of my setup to a new computer, then I have to do like a lot of work setting up Windows again. And Windows is a real pain. I kind of hate Windows, but it's a necessary evil, because trying to get a computer running with everything is like, yeah, it's just a real pain. Anyway, I thought it'd be quite fun to set this up. I kind of put this up ad hoc, and I really want to get this done today. I've got like 2 or 3 hours to get this done. So I've already done the hard part as well, which is install Windows, install the CPU cooler. Yeah, so the CPU, the CPU was really scary to install. So I got a Ryzen X7950X3XD, or whatever it's called, one of the top end CPUs, and I actually managed to bend the pins by accident by dropping the little plastic cover that comes up, and I bent some of the AM5 pins, but luckily I used my iPhone and used the kind of zoom feature and then bent the pins back into shape. And the pins on the AM5 drives, on AM5 CPUs, they don't go straight up anymore. They're kind of just they're like fish scales, so they angle on the side. So I had to get like a little needle and bend them back into place. I'll make a little video about that later. But anyway, yeah, I thought it was a fun thing. I've done half of it already. So guys, thank you for welcome to the stream. I'm looking at on my phone here. So hello, Prathamesh Wankhede sup. Got frustrated trying to game on a Mac. Well, the thing is that I like gaming on both devices. When I go out, it's always with my MacBook. I always take my MacBook with me. I hate Windows gaming laptops. I hate them. They're slow. They get hot. When you don't have power attached to it, it's terrible. The number of times I've had a gaming laptop which runs out of battery straight away, or doesn't even shut down fully when you close the lid, I like absolutely hate it. So I always take Macs with me. I like the Mac ecosystem a lot more. But this is like way better for like content creation, video editing, etc. It's just way more customizable. So first thing I'm going to do is I've got the computer set up here. I'm going to just shut this one down. And I'm just going to change the configuration of my solid state drives in here, because I've got the order in the wrong way. What GPU am I using? So I bought this bad boy last year, just when it came out, the 4080 Super. So this is the gigabyte version, triple slot bad boy. This guy is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for gaming on a PC. This thing is so expensive as well, very heavy. Let me see if I don't have the box with me, but I'm gonna put this together, and let me just unplug some stuff. So I'm just gonna change the order of my SSDs. So I've got 4 SSDs installed into here, and what I want to do is just change the order of this, and then basically I'll install the CPU into the case and everything else. But I'm gonna do this bit first, just so that we can change this solid state drive order. So I've got 4 NVMe drives here. There's one in this like heatsink at the moment, and then I'm just going to pull this one up and change the order because I've got 3 4 terabytes and then 1 2 terabyte, and I just want to put the 2 terabyte one at the end because I'm a bit anal like that. I like to have them in order of size. I don't have a good, I don't, you know, even after moving house, I don't have like a good screwdriver. Okay, dude, it's like 1 a.m. Well, it's not 1 a.m. here, it's 9 a.m. here. So if you look at the time on my watch, you see that? Is that in focus? It's 9 a.m. Yeah? Basically, it's 9:30 a.m. here. So if it's 1 a.m. where you are, that's not my fault. It's the little thing called time zones, which means that there are different time zones around the globe. And if you want to watch my live stream, I'm not going to live stream at night when you're awake. I have to do it when I'm available. I'm a pain getting these out because my magnetized screwdriver is not very good. Okay. Hi, S-Key, welcome to the stream. Recognize your name. Will you be playing on Windows or are you giving Linux a shot? I'll be using Windows. So all my setup is Windows based, and because I'm using like an Nvidia GPU, I think it's going to be easier for me the drivers are in a much better situation on Windows. But the PC that I have now, which is a what is it? Horizon. No, I can't remember what bloody machine I've got. I'm going to use that as a what I'm going to do with my old machine is I might put Bazite on it. So I'm going to use it as a dedicated gaming console. Do it like that. 8:30 p.m. for me. Funny how the globe works. Yeah, funny how the internet works, you know? You can always, if you don't want to watch this live stream now, you can always watch it later. Won't be live, of course. So even taking, you know, doing this live, right, and taking off these screws is like a real pain in the ass. I don't understand why this is harder than when I did it earlier all on my own. Why is this cover not coming off? Do I need to take this one off first? But I already installed the cooler. Now that's a fun stream title. Yeah, it's 3 p.m. here, totally cool. I guess when I do live streams in the UK in the daytime, right? I'm guessing that most people are at work, in the office jobs in Europe anyway. But a lot of my audience is Indian, right? So if you're in India, then you're going to be featured on my live streams quite a lot. Andrew has grown frustrated with all the configuring of Mac gaming. Yeah. Well, Windows gaming has its own major downsides too, I think. I think like this, like the idea of doing this, you know, building your own computer is quite scary for a lot of people. And yeah, a PC is way more configurable, but you know, only if you want to get into the nuts and bolts of like a drive like this. In order to take this out, do I have to take this out? Because I took this out first. Why can't I lift this? Is it because it's hot? Do I have to use force? Is it because I took the pads off and it's stuck? Yeah, because what I did was last night I installed the solid state drives. Yeah, I can feel that adhesive on it. How am I supposed to take this off without... I can feel the solid state drives pulling up. Yeah, it's the thermal pads. Am I supposed to wait until these cool? Reminds me of you know, these sticky gels. My kids eat these fruit roll-ups, which are like this. I didn't realize that these would come. Do I have to wait for them to cool down before I lift them up? Yeah, basically I just want to swap the configuration of these. Yeah, okay, so So here we've got like 4 solid state drives. I just want to swap the arrangement of this, but I didn't realize that the cooling pads would come apart like that. Why is this not focusing? It's not showing. It's only focused on that bit. Okay, well, that's what, I don't know why the cooling pads come like that. Yeah, I just want to swap these around. So there are 4 NVMe slots here, M2 slots. So there's one here under the big heatsink, which I've installed my system drive onto. And then I want to put this drive here, right? And it's very easy to install NVMe drives. Like, unlike on an Apple's computer, if I want to configure, what was it, 4, 8, 12, 14 terabytes. Let's say I want to put 14 terabytes of storage on my Mac. Let's say I buy a Mac Studio, right? It will cost so much more than this. It would be ridiculous how much it costs. Okay. Damn. Yeah, Bazai doesn't have drivers for Nvidia. No idea how well they work. Yeah, so I don't really want to switch to Nvidia drivers because I know that I don't want to switch to AMD because I know that Nvidia is going to work better for the Mac. Oh, sorry, Nvidia is going to work better for Windows gaming, and I just want something quite straightforward. I'm not really interested in Linux gaming that much because despite the fact that I make a lot of content about non-Windows gaming operating systems and stuff, I don't really find it that interesting as a proposition because, like, on a desktop, I'm willing to accept some of the limitations of Windows gaming, right? So that means, like, I don't mind the ads, I don't mind a lot of the stuff. Let me just think about this. I'm not really familiar with these thermal pads, right? I don't know why it's broken off like that. Is this like a one-time install thing? Because it's made this kind of like residue on this. What I'm going to do is just wipe this up because it's not got contact on here. Because part of it ripped off. So, okay, so the embarrassing thing, right, is that I was always been a PC gamer first, but I'm actually terrible at building computers. So, like, one example, right, is I managed to really screw up this extremely expensive motherboard's AM5 configuration, right, by dropping the safety kind of cover on it, and then bending like 3 of the pins, which is like absolutely awful. Like, I can't really think of anything worse that you can do with a motherboard. It's like completely destroying the CPU. But then what I did was I like bent the pins back into place, which was very lucky that I was able to do that using a needle and my iPhone zoom camera and good lighting. So yeah, basically that's what I've done. So I'm just going to put the screws back into place. Yeah, so just look at the comments. M3 Max versus 7800X3D. So this is actually the higher end chip as well. So this is actually the 7950X3D that I've got installed here. So it's an even better chip than that one. Yeah, the main thing about Mac Windows computers, when you ever build one, right, you have to make sure you don't over tighten until you got all the screws in. So make sure you do that. So just to give you some idea of the specs that we're talking about, I'll show you in a minute actually. I was just going to boot it up again. Before we put it into a case, let's like boot it up properly and just show you what we're working with the onboard graphics and stuff. So we'll do that first. And you'll see some absolutely dog-awful PC building here. I'm like the worst. Okay, so what's cool about this motherboard is just the Aorus Master X670E motherboard, right? What's cool is that we have a switch here for turning it on and off. So there's like an on switch here, so I can actually turn it on without having to connect up a switch. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this on. Bazai does have drivers for Nvidia. No idea how well they work. I've just heard that they don't work as well. I might give it a go. So my old PC, I'm going to put it in the living room, do some like couch gaming on it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. They should be fine reused. Pure build with the MacBook Pro M3 Max with its unified GPU and macOS efficiency might just outperform it, especially in heavy tasks. Yeah, I agree. It's not really necessarily about performance. It's about what I'm concerned about more is not just performance, but also convenience as well, workflow. I just don't like the idea of configuring lots of storage for Mac Studio. I want to be able to I want to be not limited by any games that I run on the Mac on this PC, and I just want it to work at home. So I don't mind. I don't mind doing lots of configuration, but yeah, let me just show you what we have working with. Okay, so this is the Windows gaming PC. Log in. So I've installed Windows already. Let me just show system information. Okay, so yeah, AMD Ryzen 7950X3D. So this is it still is one of the high-end Ryzen CPUs. Not a Threadripper, but something that's like decent for gaming as well. And yeah, 128 gigabytes of RAM. Now, if I were to configure, the equivalent PC, if I go to, I haven't installed any browsers here yet. If I were to go to I can't, honestly, because I bought this stuff in August last year. I just cannot remember the cost of this, but buying an equivalent. Let's say I want to configure a 128 gigabytes of unified memory, which is what I'm using here. 128. It's not unified memory, but it's just memory nonetheless. And we also have the fat memory from this GPU as well, so we're going to have the VRAM from there as well. But yeah, we've got 5K for this PC. This probably costs less than half of that. So I don't really need it to be small. I don't care how small it is. I've got a giant case to put this X670E motherboard into, so it's a larger ATX-E motherboard, so I don't really mind that. Okay. Cool CPU. I prefer Linux and Mac, but frankly, I just don't often have to use Windows because several programs just don't work. You have to use Windows, yeah. If you have one application that requires Windows, then it's probably just easier just to buy a Windows computer rather than having to deal with Parallels or dual booting or anything like that. Yeah. Do you want to compare the MacBook versus Zephyrus G14? I bought my wife a G14 laptop for her because she prefers Windows. I did a live stream last year of comparing the G14 versus the MacBook Air. Quite comparable in gaming in some ways, but obviously the compatibility is much better with Windows computer. Okay, good. So one of the things that I was really glad of was the CPU pins, which I bent, are actually fine. I actually booted up, so you can recover that. I'll make a video about that later. So yeah, this is working. So what I'm going to do is pop this into a case, which is probably the worst part. So I should have done the good part before. Yeah, thanks to Nvidia 5000 series prices, Macs are now the value option. Yeah, don't get a 59. Don't get a 5000 series. The 4000 Super is pretty good still. I'm really impressed with the 4000 series and how well it works. Okay, so let me just see. I need to put my screen back on. Yeah, here we are. Okay, good. So let's put together the case. So I guess the last piece of the puzzle is the case. I fucking hate doing case stuff. Okay. So this case that I bought is gigantic. So this is I bought the Meshify XL2. So I kind of like fractal define cases. They're quite large and bulky, but they're also quiet and very roomy. And I've kind of completely forgotten how to put together a case. So if anyone wants to help me out, that would be probably useful later. Let's just put this together. Putting the stream setup together was quite interesting too. So getting the cameras and stuff, all the length of cables and everything working. Okay. Let me just disconnect my CPU. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to take off my CPU. These cables are massive. They're so chunky. And this this heatsink is gigantic. So I'm using a Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 5. Okay, this is scary. This is like a, what is it? Seasonic 1000 watt gold PSU. Basically bought the best crap, and I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, so this is my PC with my motherboard. So let's just put this to the side. Where did I put it? Crap. This specific config is faster than M3 Max, especially the 4080 Super. If you could fit in the VRAM, it'd be significantly faster. Yeah, that's what I figured, you know. Okay, let's put this here. So it's often like the heaviest part of a motherboard is the cooler. I'll move my desk a little bit because it's too big. Oh god. Okay, this bad boy is my case. Massive, isn't it? God, I can't remember this stuff. You know, you buy something and then 6 months ago, and I can't remember. And I was supposed to like build this months ago. Okay, it doesn't even fit on camera. It doesn't even fit. God, this thing's a beast. Glass. Look at this off. I think another downside of like me doing this live is that I'm just going to embarrass myself. Like if I had done the, if I dropped that CPU thing and bent those pins earlier on camera, that would have been very embarrassing. How the hell do I take this panel off? So it's like I think it's like a tempered glass panel. I should probably read the instructions before I do this. What the hell? I'm not going to take the sticker off until we're ready, but normally, like fractal defined cases, maybe I should read the instructions. Let me get that. I think my fractal defined case came with like a box. It came with like a box of screws and everything. Now I've got to like find it in the office somewhere. Okay, this is the GPU. That's what we're going to look at. You look at that instead of looking at like a blank screen. Go and find my pack of crap. Okay, found my accessory pack. So I bought the Meshify XL2. And I'm probably going to read the instructions before I do this. I'm so new for this. Hey bro, can you make a video on how to uninstall Fortnite for Mac? I followed your steps and it didn't work out, and I'm stuck with the API on my PC. Use my tutorial on Grand Perspective. So if you look on Grand Perspective, It will show you how to find files hidden inside like bits on your Mac. Also check out the Fortnite Discord. There's going to be a lot of information there on the FN Mac Assistant, so check that out. Okay, build this guide. Oh my god, I'm really going to be reading instruction manual. Okay, I've got it to focus. Good. Oh, okay, so I have to remove the top bracket first. How do you remove the side ports? That's the question. Oh, so I have to pull this. Let's try and see how to remove it. It's saying here, remove the side panel. Just like draw that out, right? How do you draw? I take all glass off first to avoid scratching it. Yeah, I'm trying to take the side panel off. 4080 is going to feel like overkill. Yeah, it is. It is overkill to a large extent, but I am driving like a 1340, 3440 ultra wide. It's not clear to me how to remove this back panel. Like there's a side bit here which I can't really see how to remove it. Like there's this little tab here which I can't see how to get rid of. Just move this one. So I think I might just pull it up a bit. Remove the side panel. So I can't see like a button or anything. Normally it's like a latch. There's this like little black thing on the side which I can't see how to get out. Because that is where it's supposed to go. Bloody hell. So there's like a little tab here. How do you get this glass fucking panel off? Okay, well the other panel off comes off really easily. So this is the other side. I'm trying to see why I can't get this one off. This should just pull out. Oh, it does. Oh, you just push it out. Oh, okay. Okay, see, glass panel removed. Okay, good. Crisis averted. So we've got. Maybe I'll move my camera a bit. Up. I've got a giant break here, so it's easy enough to get. Okay, so we've got like a better camera angle, I hope. I hope people don't find this like too boring, because it's like, this is more, you know, this is one of the streams, it's more for me than for anyone else, you know. It's not like, I don't think it's like that entertaining to watch me build a computer. Wow, this is a big fucking case, look at that. ATXE, gigantic. Okay, good, so we've got the bloody panels off. Okay, let's check the chat, what's happening. What in the world is going on here? Thank you for joining the stream, Mac Pro Tips. Let's see. AMD Linux build better than Mac OS. Well, it's better with Bonzi Buddy OS Windows 11. That's funny. Did I buy this from Micro Center? I bought a lot of this from Amazon and a lot of this in Taiwan when I was there in August. So all these parts came in August. Then I came home. I got a bit burnt out. I started training for a half marathon. Then I just kind of put this away, and then I moved house, and now we're here. Now we're here and getting it done. For most people, like getting a new PC would be like a massive deal. It's like, I think it's absolutely amazing. But for me, it's like this is a bit of a pain, especially because I have no idea how to build this properly. Where's the drive cage? So we've got drives here. So we've got this hard drive panels. What do these do? Doesn't have a drive cage. So we've got instructions here. Okay, install the power supply. Move the top bracket. Prepare the motherboard. I/O shield. Motherboard assembly. Okay, I/O cables, connect the fan hub. Install the graphics card. Install the 2.5-inch drive, the 3.5-inch drives. Oh, the 2.5-inch drives go here. Attach the top panel. Relocate the hard drive cage. Okay. Okay, so we've got the hard drive cages all go at the back. Got it. And then what have we got here? And so we've got, well, the hard drives can be located in a lot of places, like up here. I don't really read much about this case when I bought it. I just thought, get the biggest one I could get. Yeah, alternative placement of 2.5-inch drive bays. So I've got a few SSDs I could use, but you know, I've already loaded up with about 18 terabytes of storage. Holy moly! I can put the storage on the side of the back as well. Alternative placement of graphics card. Okay, that's interesting. Pump unit. Okay, I'm not going to put pump unit here. I'm just doing air cooling. I just want a big case because I regret not having a big case for my other computer. Alternate fans, 140mm, 120mm. Yeah, I've got a couple of 120mm, so I'll do that. That's maintenance. Okay, good. So that means I'm going to go straight for, I'm going to go and do the first step, which is power supply. So remove the side panels, power supply time. Okay, let's look at chat. If they bring GTA 6 to Mac, the war is over. What war? My MX Master 3 next to gaming PC, yuck. Get some proper G, Superlight or Razer peripherals. Complete the vibe. Yeah, I do have a good decent Logitech gaming mouse as well. Okay, so that almost fell over. Goes in focus. You're really putting in the games on the close circle. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so my massive PSU. How the hell do you put this in? I think this cable must go here. This motherboard and the front panel stuff is here. I think this front panel stuff goes here. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it's all the front panel goodness. All of the good cables here. Okay, that's the goodness there, and then I've got to slot this in. So normally this goes fan facing down, right? Fan facing down so that the air goes that way. So I think I'm going to have to pull out these cables. I love the innovation of PSU cables, that they're detachable. Makes such a big difference to life. Being able to take this. So this is like a, what is it? This is a Seasonic. Why is it not autofocusing? It's not autofocus. Get my camera on full auto, I think. Yeah, it is on full auto. Yeah, it's on full auto now. Okay, so yes, this is my PSU. I think the fan goes down, right? How do I get into this side panel? I've never built one with an enclosure like this before. Do I have to screw this on first, right? Yeah, I think I screw this on first, so I need the screws for this. So I need my motherboard screws, bloody hell. My office is such a mess. This is like why I have to do this, because it's such a huge mess. Can't find anything because I don't have enough space because I've got too much crap. Okay, motherboard. So I should have the screws to attach this power supply. If it's not there, then it's going to be somewhere, right? So there's a bunch of screws somewhere. There's like a screw box with all of the black screws. Oh, I think I found it. It's here. Oh yeah, there's this like part here which I can't show on camera. But it's the screw box. Maybe I'll call it a cable box or something. But it's like stuck in this enclosure. How do you get this enclosure? This is like baffling to me for, I haven't built a PC for a really long time. So this like clean look with this enclosure at the back, it's kind of new to me. Okay, accessory box, found it. Hidden inside, nicely tidied up. The cable management on this is really cool. I've got these like panels and stuff you can mess around with. This will be a much cleaner build than my last one. I haven't really thought about how to like configure this correctly though. Okay, accessories box. We've got screws. Good. Anti-RGB. This is second channel switch Mac to PC for gaming. What's the CPU for this build? It's a Ryzen 7950X3D. So it's pretty much like a top end Ryzen. When I bought it last year, it was like top end in August. Okay, so we've got accessories box. And, oh, it's all our crap's here, good. Everything that one needs to attach to everything. So these small screws are good for, which one's good for the PSU? The GPU I'm using is 4090 Super, so everyone's going to ask me, I'll just put it on the screen. That's what I'm installing today. In this little corner here, I'm going to work on this. So I need to add the shield. It's called a shield, I guess. But like, I need to put these are risers, which is into the PSU screws. These are hard drive screws. These are the ones. Yeah, 4080 Super is what I'm using. Okay, I'll attach this to that. I think if I had an option to like hire someone to build my PC, I'm nearly at that stage now. Even though my channel's like a tech channel, I'm really bad at building stuff. The number of pins that I've bent over the years, it's like I don't have a good track record of this so far. I've destroyed many SATA cables and things like that over the years. And so I'm not a good builder. There's a lot of people who build PCs really well. I'm not really shit at it. Okay, so we've got four screws going to here. This is going to be like a real beast computer. This is going to be a fucking amazing computer. If I can get it all to work. Okay, good. So, PSU cage installed. So I can put this into like this. So I think the fan faces down, right? But how do I get access to the cabling if it's like stuck like this? Can I open up the shield? So it's saying here, install the power supply, which I've done. I put those screws in. Remove the top bracket. Why? Okay, remove the top bracket. Okay, so I've got this. Put the thumb. I'll do the PSU first. How did you manage to bend the pins? PSU top probably comes off. I don't know how this comes off. I'll see off. I bent the pins, but I don't actually know if I bent the pins personally. But I feel like I probably, when I took the, like there's a plastic shield that comes on the lever part on top of the thing. I think I might have bent it there. Why are these not threading? I think for a lot of people, like, building PCs is like magic. You tell someone, normally, right, that you build a PC, they'll like look at you like you're some like tech wizard. But it normally fits together like Lego, but this is a very awkward kind of Lego, like a Meccano or something, like shit Lego. Okay, so that didn't thread properly in. It's because I've got it on its side, so the threading holes don't quite match up. There's like maybe 1 millimeter of tolerance. I want to get this nicely in. I think it has two metal panels where the cables come out. Yeah, it probably comes out the back, doesn't it? Because I'm looking at it from the side panel. I think what I'll do is I'll just lift this up and then... Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, you're right. Stupid. Why is this not threading in correctly? That's good enough. Okay. Yeah, so what's cool about this case, Meshify XL2, just see, we've got this panel here which we can lift up, and now we've got access to the PSU bits. And we've got all this kind of nice spacious cable management here, which I'm going to fuck up, I know I am. Okay, hard drive cages are here at the bottom. I think I might just take this out because I'm not sure I'm going to use, I might relocate these above because that, I'm not going to put like a heat, I'm not going to put like a pump in here or anything. So I just want a bit more space to move all this shit around. Yeah, I think that's too much. Look at the whole cage out. Okay, well, let's follow the instructions before I screw this up. So, I can convert to storage layout. I can remove. I can move the hard drive cages around. So I might do that later actually. There's all the space here, so this can fit the 2.5 inch drives. These panels too. There's 3 of these. There's 2 of these, and then I can attach hard drives onto here. So there's enough like clearance here to be able to put 2 of those here. I think. Okay. Oh, cool. We've got the fan controller at the top here. It's quite. This case is really sophisticated. I didn't really think about it when I bought it. The best part of PCs is the building. I completely disagree. I fucking hate building PCs. You notice I'm swearing a lot more than normal because I hate doing this. Yeah, so we've got the ability to put drives on multi-brackets. So I can put the I can attach 3.5 inch drives here, and you can put them inside. Okay, that's good. This is what I wanted about this case is just a lot of flexibility with placing drives. So I can put them there, can move them there, converting to storage layer. Okay, good. So okay, I'm just going to put the GPU in a normal place. I don't want to use a heat pump unit or anything like that. Filters. I think what I'm going to do is just get this running, up and running. I don't need to do any fancy configuration. I just want it to work. So we need to connect the cabling for the motherboard. Install the I/O shield. Okay, let's just install. Well, I need to put the PSU cables in first, and this is like really awkward. How do I get this in? I would like. I think maybe I should have just not threaded it in and install the cables now. Well, it's so easier to do. So let's get my cables back. So it's very chunky cabling, so I can thread these in here while I'm still sane. Let's have a look. So I'll put this here. Thread this through. So I've got my motherboard cable and motherboard here. Then we've got a CPU cable. So what's interesting is that there's 2 CPU cables for this motherboard because it's just a beefy machine. Okay, so see the top of my head there on stream. The PSU side needs to go here. So the lesson is I shouldn't have taken off. This is the GPU cable. So a lot of the new ones, they use these 12 pin cables. So it says here like 600 watt. This is the big fat juicy cable that's required there. Got that one. I will put my GPU cable in now because I definitely need that soon. Okay, so I've got this one. Okay, good. So I'll do the cable threading first. Okay, so let's 4 cables done. What else? I should probably preemptively put in a couple more for the SATA, maybe. So that's a PCIe cable, which I don't need because I've got the CPU cable. Yeah, I've got all these spare cables, so these are all PCIe cables. Where are the SATA cables? Yeah, this is the, if you're using a modern GPU, you can take 3 pins and then put them into this connector here, which connects to the modern GPU. I had that problem when I was upgraded to the 4070 on my old computer. I am going to put in a couple of hard drives, so I do need a SATA. But even though I'm using predominantly, I'm predominantly using NVMe drives, I will have a couple of SATA drives. So I'm going to put a couple of SATA drives in. So that's probably 4. So this is one of the reasons I bought this massive case, is because I'm gonna install all 4 of these drives probably eventually, not right now. A bit later. Okay, so last cable is this one, and then I'll plug this into here. Okay, so that's my last power supply cable. Plug it through. So now I'm going to slot in this. So PSU goes in the bottom. Okay, good. So the fan's facing the bottom, right? So that's where the outtake is. Intake's on the bottom, and then it vents out the back, doesn't it? Okay. However, I'd probably prefer it to actually using a PC, ending up a laptop just to stop myself constantly tinkering. I don't like with when it comes to hardware, I kind of don't like tinkering that much. I just want it to work, which is why I bought a gigantic case like this. This is like an ATXE case. It's like a larger case than normal. So I don't really mind. I don't really like tinkering that much with. I like tinkering with software, not hardware, as much. I find PC hardware, there's too many choices. There's way too many choices to make about like what CPU works with what. Like this one, right? I was thinking, oh, maybe I should install like a Thunderbolt card into here, but you can't like the number of Thunderbolt cards that work on this is very limited, and they've got specific firmwares that work. But weirdly, this won't fit in correctly. It could be because of the way that this shield is in. I can't get this to fit properly. Like this thumb screw won't go in fully. I'm figure this out. I can see it's trying to get in. I think it's just the tolerances are wrong. Maybe I'll just set this up. It's slightly easier to plug it in. Buying the power reset switch takes me 20 minutes. The worst part is the I/O. Plugging in all the motherboard crap into the. Yeah. You're right. The PCs have too many choices, and Macs you don't have enough. Like just basic stuff like internal storage, it's just an awful shit show of a thing. Like you have basically no choice when it comes to Mac storage. Okay, good. So I've got the power cables in. So let's figure out what we're going to do with the power cables. We've also got fans and I/O to worry about as well. Oh shit. The worst part of building a PC is the I/O, the switches and stuff. It just makes me very nervous plugging all that stuff in. So I think. Oh, it has the data cabling here. Okay, we've got some things here. I'll just pop these cables through where I think they all might need to go. I think they'll go there. I think they're all gonna go roughly here, and I'll reconfigure that in a minute. Because I need it to stick out when I put the motherboard in. I'll just reconfigure these later. No, I think the CPU goes above, doesn't it? I think CPU goes here. Something like this. Okay. So let's install the motherboard into the board case. So what's cool about this motherboard is that it has a shield. It doesn't have a shield. I hate the shield part. This thing. It can be very annoying. Okay. The motherboard slots in like so. Do I need to install risers? No, it's got them already. Okay, I think that's right. I think I'm getting the light in here because I can't really see very well. So let's get some light in here so I'll just show what I'm doing. This probably could have helped a lot earlier. Just had some light here. So I've done my motherboard already. Got the RAM inside, I know it's working. We don't have an I/O shield. So I need to put risers in. So it's got some built-in risers already. I should probably add it. Well, I think they call them standoffs, right? These are like little bits. I really wish Apple would give us the M22280 SSD and connect a single Nvidia card. I think I agree, generally speaking, but I know that I know that external GPUs are just never going to happen. External GPUs, internal GPUs, just never going to happen. Before I put the motherboard in, let's just check the sizing of this. So we've got a standoff here. So this should be well, it's configured for an A series. There's no ATXE size here, so we've got 1, 2, 3. This is the standard size, so I'm not using an MATX, so Oh, that's not going to matter at all. So I put my motherboard in. There's no shield because it's built-in shield already. So this should be like really easy. Okay, good. So just slot this in. Okay, first mistake. The cabling is coming out here, and I think that that's too close to my gigantic ATX. So I think it indicated that I could take these off. It says I can swap them. I can swap the holes. Using my fingers like a knife. Oh, cool! I can pop these off. I'll focus that properly. I've got a hole here now. But you can see me here on my light. And oh, I can pop this one off too. That's cool. Like, I don't really see the point of these. Like, if I have holes in my build, that's okay. I'll take these rubber bits off. I also don't know the point of this rubber bit either. Like, I don't realistically think that power cables are going to rub against the holes that badly. These are a pain to get back in again. These like tiny silicon rubbery things. The bare minimum would be expandable storage for Macs. Not even their implementation has performance advantages. You can get up to 2 terabytes to max out the PCIe Gen 4 X4. You're right. Easily the worst part of owning a Mac is the storage options. You pay so much more for storage, and a lot of like business professionals just don't care about the storage options that much. They'll just say, "Oh, I need a terabyte. I'll get a terabyte." I remember once I did a warranty repair of an insurance claim from a MacBook Pro 2012. So I spilled some water on it by accident, and I did an aftermarket 1 terabyte upgrade, which was very easy to do because you just plug in a 2.5-inch SSD. And when I spilled water on it, the insurance company said that they will replace my MacBook Pro with a newer one, like a Retina. It was like a Retina 2015 or 16, which was quite expensive at the time. And then they wanted to give me the base model of the MacBook Pro with like 200, I think it was 128 gigabytes of storage, right? And I said to them, no, this is not the case. I had 1 terabyte solid state drive in there. I need 1 terabyte of SSD, and that would have been like $400 more or something like that, or maybe $600 more for that. Even though in reality, like an NVMe drive at the time would have been like less than half of that cost. But anyway, they did end up granting me a brand new MacBook Pro, like a Retina Pro of the era, maybe like 2016 or 17. And they did give me 1 terabyte because they were like, it has to be like for like. So even though that MacBook Pro 2012 came with like a really slow 256 gigabyte hard drive or 500 gigabyte hard drive, the insurance claim gave me an expensive Apple SSD instead, which is quite funny. It's quite lucky that I had that in the end. This is so finicky. Like, there's no. If there was a way to like modularize a PC to make it easier, because like they say like PC building is like Lego. This is not Lego. I could not give this to my child and say like build a PC just to, just slot it all together. I broke a lot of stuff when I was younger and doing that kind of thing. Because it's a lot of parts are delicate. Like getting this rubber piece of crap into this hole is just not easy because it's I need to slot it into every single part. It just doesn't want to go in. And the steel here is quite thick. It's quite a beefy. This is quite a beefy computer. Like, I'm not even sure if I need these rubber bits in the end. Okay, good, that's done. Why is my favorite Mac gamer building PC? Get tired of the apples? The thing is that I've always had a computer, a Windows PC, and my biggest creation is not YouTubing really. It's the creation of a website called PC Gaming Wiki. That's what I've. I think in the cultural landscape of everything, that's probably the thing that's had the most impact in my life, right? In the world in general. There's a PC Gaming Wiki, which is a huge website. It gets a couple of million views per month, which is more than my YouTube channel does, and it's had a big impact on the world. Okay, I'm gonna slot. Let's get in these. Align the standoffs, but then this screw is not going in properly. Not threading. No, it's not threading. I think I'm using the wrong screw. I think I might have used the wrong screw to put in my SSD because I've run out of these ones now. I think these are the bigger ones. Oh, maybe it's these ones. Physics allow us to own a Mac and a PC. The world keeps turning. Yeah, I really don't take sides on this. I think that the PC is a better desktop computer because I don't really... When the Mac is good for, I would say, in these days, the Apple Silicon Mac anyway, has a better operating system, right, for work. Like, I think, objectively, it's just better. No ads, much lower chances of getting malware and viruses, like way lower chances. Efficient, so more battery power efficient, less hot. And I just like the mobile. I just prefer the mobile ecosystem. So the fact that a lot of the stuff like photographs, they just synchronize easily between the iPhone and the desktop. Copying, the backup systems work really well, especially now. I just appreciate that more. But at home, if I'm on a computer at home and something goes wrong, I have lots of options. Like if my PC stops working, I can just go to my other PC or go pick up my wife's laptop or go to my son's computer. I can, got loads of options, right? I don't rely on this. I don't need this to work 100% all the time. And it's cheaper to run Windows computers, and I get more flexible options with storage and stuff like that. So that's why I prefer it at home. However, when I'm away and I've just got the one laptop, that has to work. It cannot not work, right? I don't have any other options, I have no backups when I'm out on the field on my own. Okay, so I need it to work, and that's why I prefer Macs, because they just work, right? In my years of diagnosing issues with computers, right, I've always found that Macs in general are just way more reliable. I mean, there are always exceptions, of course, when things go wrong, but generally speaking, Macs are just more clean. I think cleaner, less chances of getting viruses, more explicit security permissions. Less malware, less ads. These things make a huge difference. I'm not sure the point of screwing in all of the screws in on the motherboard. I mean, this is pretty solid already. Schmat, don't suggest such heresy. We must argue against each other about how our platform is superior. I think that they're just good for different things. The majority of the world uses Windows as well. The games are all released on Windows. I think that there's some big advantages to having things on Windows. But for the same reason, lots of things are better on Mac. so I don't really think about it too hard. My Mac was clean at one point, but I've just given up. Clean. I hate using Windows, but after getting used to Mac OS, too much bloat. Yeah. Don't miss a screw could be a grounding point. Really? The grounding will come from the PSU wires. Okay, well, we've got all the screws in, so like nothing's missing here. Just need to relocate the power cables correctly, I think. So, let me see, I've got a PSU cable here, but really, the CPU cable should be on this side. Good. And then I need to cable tidy this properly at some point. And got two PSU cables that go this way. Okay, so I need to put this here. I always think they make the PSU cables too short. Now the thing is, right, are you supposed to cable tidy now or cable tidy later? I guess now would guarantee that it's going to be tidy, so I might do a little bit of the Velcro here. This is better laid out than my old fractal to find R5 case is. A lot more room. I don't mind a computer using a lot of space, so I don't mind having a big computer with lots of storage. Okay, that's good. That's my PSU cables, and now there's my GPU cable here. So where does this motherboard cable go? It goes here. Yeah, see you. Okay, so this. This whole thing looks very clean. I forgot to put these like plastic tabs back in. I'll put them on the back. But I think it's probably kind of pointless because I can't really see them. Oh, I can put them in the back. Okay, good. Okay, good. I do agree on the Windows bloat frustrations. Jonathan says, I ended up doing proper work on Mac after a Windows update, wiped my SSD. This happened 3 days before a uni deadline. Yeah, that's the kind of shit that I just don't want to deal with. Though it's not like a Mac has ever not, has never died on me before something important. But, you know, usually for different reasons. Don't upgrade right before you need to hand in an assignment. Okay, good. So we've got our cabling. Okay, so we've got our motherboard power. Okay, motherboard power is going to go here. Slot that one in. Oh yeah, we've got the PSU cables here. Can't really see them very well, but it's nice cable tidying, I think. I'll show you the back a bit later, but I don't really know how to get it much tidier than this. It's got a satisfying clunk to it when you clunk it. Clunk. It's nice. Okay, Ronnie Ricketts, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. Really appreciate you showing support for this channel. Are you in the chat? Are you actually watching this live stream right now? Okay. A MacBook plus a Windows desktop is the ideal setup. That's what I have, especially if you use Parsec. Yeah. Often though, I'm abroad or something, I don't want a Parsec. I want to run locally. I want to run it on a plane or something. You know, so that's not necessarily the solution for everyone, but it is an option, sure. Okay, so that's Good. Okay, so we need to like plug in all the other crap. This is like the worst part of everything. The worst part of life is just dealing with these tiny cable things. So we've got all of the, like, I don't understand why they haven't, you know, solved the switches. Why the switches haven't been solved. So these are going to go here. Yeah. Got our, was this USB or HD audio? What on earth is this? What is that? What is this cable? I've never seen this before. Is that a SATA? Is that an eSATA or something? What is that? This is the fan header, is it? This is like, I hate looking at manuals as well, so this is like, children, this is not the way to build a computer at all. This is the USB 3 header. Where does this go? USB 3.2. Okay, so there's one of these goes here. And then we've got this as the fan header, right? Okay, maybe look at the manual first before I start launching into bullshit. Let's see. This is USB-C. Front panel USB, but where does it go on the motherboard? Where does this go on the motherboard? What are these things? Maybe I'll look at my motherboard manual. I can't seem to find my motherboard manual. Okay. The one for the front panel. Okay, so that cable, it's not very long. Let me just see how long it is. So the front panel has a USB Type-C slot, okay? And so that threads through here. Yeah, then it goes through to here. So this is if this is a USB slot, usually next to the big 24 pin. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I see it. You can't see it on the stream, but it's like there. Looks like it's there. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go in for a closer look. Let's put the camera closer. Otherwise, it's not a very interactive experience. I don't have enough light in this room as well. Not good. It's not good for a live stream. So if I put it too low, then I can't fucking see anything. I can't move the case either. So maybe I'll go a bit higher. Okay, that's slightly better. Okay, so I think this goes here. Looks like it goes into that cable if I can focus. Yeah, it looks like it goes here, so I need to reroute this cable out. And power power switch and everything. Yeah, I needed a motherboard manual, otherwise I don't know where the switches go. Well, I should be able to figure it out from. Well, it is written there. It is written down. So yeah, I don't need the motherboard. So I just pull this cable out, this USB-C header. Okay, you're not going to see much because I just want that. Okay, so this header is going to go near the 24 pin. Yeah. You go whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, 24 pin. There. Okay, so this looks like it slots into here. Which way around? Who knows? I don't know that USB-C headers look like this. Oh yeah, perfect. It does slot like that. So that did kind of go there. Let me know in chat if like stuff is not in focus. I can just fix it quickly. Okay, so that did work. I think what I might do is turn this PC around so that I can do the power cabling next. I wonder if I ever play back this stream to myself, right? I'm be like, what is this clanking around, hitting the camera, hitting the microphone? Okay, so fixed lens. Yeah, this is a fixed lens. I can get a bit closer now. Now that I'm. Let's go a bit closer. Bring you guys closer. Bring my 39 viewers closer to the action, okay? The close-up action of wiring up this piece of crap. Okay, so I've got the USB-C into here. Thank you very much, whoever did that, whoever said that. Yanto 3000 and Jamie Davis, very helpful, and also Suresha Anand. What are you guys doing watching a Mac gaming channel anyway? If you know how to build a PC, then you don't need to watch this. The switches are standard layout. You can just Google JFP1 layout. Okay. That's a lot of PCI expansion slots. It's not really that many for me because what I want to do is to put in the capture card. So I have a capture card, and then I've got a USB expansion, right? I might install a Thunderbolt 3 expansion port here, so I can plug in more USBs. Because like I do like a multi-camera OBS setup, which is actually what I'm using right now on my original PC, and it's actually not enough. I was thinking maybe getting a Thunderbolt and then getting like a cal digit to expand it a bit. Okay, let's look at this bullshit cable. Okay, so reset. This is power switch. Power switch, power switch. So that's how come these are both power switch? Oh, reset. One is reset. So what I realized is that it doesn't really matter which configuration it is, like, because they're jumper cables, right? So they're like it doesn't matter which way plus or minus it is, does it? Because it's like completing a circuit, isn't it, when you press the button? Okay, so that's that. I think that's correct. And then we've got is this focusing? Yeah, power LED, and well, this does say like minus or plus. So okay, so plus and minus here. I mean, to be fair, I've never actually got this wrong before, but I just find it like so finicky. And then I'm going to do this. I did this one wrong. Oh, the reset goes on the bottom, power goes on the top. Okay, is that it? Is that it? We've only got power switch, power LED, and the reset switch. We don't have speaker, power LED, or hard drive LED. I guess those not very popular anymore. That's quite tidy then. Okay, good. Let me look at chat. Is Moonlight better than Steam for remote play? People say that Moonlight's better if you have an Nvidia GPU. Yeah. I think it's down to the hardware encoding of the stream. Okay, so the last time I put in a USB 3 header, I bent the pins on my wife's computer, and then she was forever annoyed at me because it's like you can't plug in anything into the front panel properly. But now I've changed it to a laptop, it's less of an issue. So yeah, I've got the notch goes at the top, I think. Yeah, notch at the top. Okay, good. And then we've got audio. It goes like this. Okay, good. I think that's done. What's this? Fan? This is a fan header. System fan 1. It's only one. It's only got one. It's only 3 pin. The fractal design Meshify is a nice case. Yeah, this is the nice case, which I've discovered. This is the Fractal Meshify XL2, Meshify 2 XL. So it's a huge version of it. So I like big cases because then there's a lot more forgiving in terms of like mistakes. But like I don't really know what the rest of this computer does. Like, what are these things? Shouldn't touch it with a metal, but what is that? These are the SATA ports. That CMOS switch, and then I've got lots of USB, lots of system fans. But I think that the Meshify's got like a fan system on the back. Cool. This is looking sweet. So I wonder how to tidy these cables well. Okay. So Moonlight allows you to use the entire computer, so you can use it for work. I don't think Steam Remote Play does. Yeah, there's Steam Remote Play like full screens the game onto the host computer. Is that right? I haven't played with it much. I much prefer playing games locally. I've got the money and the space to be able to do that. So I need to tidy these cables away because basically I'm going to have like a monster GPU here. So eventually this is going to be a capture card going to that slot. Okay, and then I'm going to put, sorry, a capture card's going to go in that slot, so there's triple GPU. Okay, GPU time. Oh God, I think I'm almost done because like I already did the boring part, well the fun part earlier, which is installing the RAM, installing the CPU, installing the cooler, breaking the pins. Okay, Jamie Davis, bunch of RGB, ARGB headers. I'm not much of an RGB guy, so yeah, we've lots of stuff I don't need. Should I be plugging the system fan into here, or should I be using the fan system at the back? So there's like a SATA power cable that hits at the back that powers these side panel, these front panel fans. This fan at the back, they're all controlled by this fan controller. Anyway, let's look at the GPU situation. Okay, bad boy of okay, this is the 4080 SEPA. Back. Okay, so I'm assuming I'm going to have to take off this one at least two of the panels, right? Does that one come off? Let me just check. So this bad boy goes here. I need to take off those front two, I think. I mean, is it worth doing like a... I've never really experimented with this idea, but like a vertical GPU lineup with a riser. I've always thought the idea of using a riser a bit nerve-wracking, because it's like, why would you use another cable to try and extend something that's meant to be as close as possible to the CPU? Yeah. So this is for... Do I need to take off more? Oh yeah, I don't need to take off that first panel. More PWM fan headers, yeah. What does PWM stand for? What does PWM? It's something to do with how does the fan controller interface with the motherboard? Yeah, I'll have to look that up. If somebody wants to help me while I'm doing this, if you look up the Aorus, no, that's the case fans. If you look up the my motherboard, the Meshify XL2. So that's the fractal design Meshify XL2. If you look up how the thing interfaces with the motherboard, that'll be very helpful. Okay, so, oh god, this is a beast. This was so heavy in my luggage. Okay. Ooh, cool. I don't hear that click. Should have made a note where the release catch is, because is it there? I can't even see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I can't see how to remove this. If I need to remove it, okay, I'm not removing it, so it's never coming out. This thing's a beast. God, it's taking up so much space. I might try and get a bit more light in here. Yeah, let's get a bit more light in this room. God, this thing's so big. They're meant to be thumb screws, but there's like no way I can get my finger into that because it's like way too. Fuck. I hate it when I do that. Drop an entire thumb screw into the apparatus, into the machine. I have to like flip it over. Oh my god, this thing's so heavy. On the Nexus 2 fan controller, there should be a 4-pin cable coming out that will need to be plugged into the fan header, if not already done so. Yeah, I've plugged in the fan pin into the system fan 1, so I guess the motherboard will just flipping this upside down to screw up. It's not a professional setup, so just to give you an idea of what this is doing, the fan controller looks like it's here. So it looks like it's powered. It looks like it's powered using this cable, I think. Well, something's powered using this. This SATA thing, and then are these RGB headers? What is this? PWM cable. Are these two fan things, or are they light things? So what is this? So there's a fan thing here. Yeah, there's a fan pin there. So these look like they control. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna know. But what are these two fans? These are two front panel fans. Do I need to plug these into the motherboard? Looks like I need to because they don't fit anywhere here. That's not a fan controller. It's like an RGB thing, right? What's PWM stand for? So these two fans are the front fans, and I think I plugged in the back fan already. So I think I need to thread this through here, through this channel. And I'll put them into the fan panel. Probably here, but I'll see if I've got that. I need a power cable for this. So this is like a SATA? This is a SATA cable, isn't it? This must be for something. So I need to plug that into my motherboard. Somewhere in my power supply, right? Okay, so that's that one. I think I used the long version. What's SATA 3.3? This long cable looks easier to. But this is. Why is there a special SATA cable? 3.3. This one doesn't say anything. They should fit into the right-hand side of the controller, the 3-pin sockets. You mean these fan cables, James? Are you saying that these fan cables should fit into here? These don't fit into there. So there's two things. What is this? There's something. That one. These 3 pins are two. Oh, they do fit. Oh yeah, you're right. That goes in there. Does this go in here? Okay, I've never done this before, so I don't think I've ever used a computer with a fan control like this. Quite clever. Oh yeah, 9800X3D. Is that the newest Ryzen? When I bought the when I bought this computer back in August, this was the newest one I had that was available. My current CPU is like a, I think it's an AMD 7300 something. I can't remember. I get confused by all these specs and stuff. It really confuses me. I don't think this should channel this way. I think this should channel the other way. Because if this is going to go into there, then this needs to go this way around. This way around. So it's like cleaner. So is this fan controller, is it how does this slot into the motherboard? So I've got some fans plugged into my motherboard for some reason. Tie these together. Fit into that. So we've got some cable tidying going on, and then these two fan cables go here. Okay, so let's just tidy that up a bit. So I'm assuming that there should be another fan cable here, and then this thing needs to plug in too. So let's use this thinner cable because it'll be easier to tidy. And then I'll use this thinner one and plug this straight into the power supply. Like that, that'll go into this. I think this will go into the PFD, which is there. So this will plug straight into that. That's not the most elegant connection, but it should be okay. Now I'll plug that into the power supply in a minute, and I'll try to tidy this up as well. Put this over here like that. I think that's the right way to do it. A bit bulky, this connection. It doesn't really feel good to put it like this. It'll be better with one of these. And then tidy it up like so. So it feels a bit nicer. Feels a bit fuzzier. Cable management's pretty good because this is the back part which we'll never really look at. Does NBA 2K25 work? Yeah. Unfortunately, on a Mac as well, you probably would want to play the Apple Arcade version. Okay, so I need the last fan. I need the last fan port for here. I need to plug in the SSD, and then I need to get this all running. So let's flip this bad boy around. So I've got one fan plugged. I've got the CPU fan plugged into there. And then I've got be getting this there? I don't really know. Got this system fan cable. Oh, fuck. Got a problem. Oof, how did this happen? Oh my god. Oh, I already fucked this one up. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta redo a big part of this now. Oh fuck. Yeah, you think you're getting somewhere and then you fuck it up. Yeah, so I have no idea how this happened. So I don't know if you can see that very clearly. But I've managed to. Can you see that? You see this cable here? That should not be there. I've managed to catch a cable. Oh fuck. That's a fan cable. Shit. Fuck. Oh shit. Okay, just gotta redo it. Not be there. Okay. Okay. I think these cables are quite solid. Let's hope I don't destroy it. Just gotta take everything apart and put it back together. It'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Okay, let's do it. Let's get this efficiently done as possible. Okay, fuck. Okay, this is why I don't screw things in too tightly, because then you've got to redo it. Yeah, my heart rate monitor, like in Resident Evil 4 or something, would be quite funny to do. Okay, I thought, yeah, I'm never going to take the GPU out again. But what I need to do, I don't need to take the GPU out, I just need to take out the screws and just reseat it all. Okay, I just need to reseat all of it off. I just need to pull out the motherboard. And then reseat the fan cabling back into place. And then I went and fucked it up. Hopefully that cable isn't dead. Hopefully not. See, like, this is what I mean, like, what's the point of screwing in all the screws? Because the motherboard's pretty secure with, like, about 4 screws. That's what you really need. It's not like you're going around shaking it all the time. It's just going to sit behind my desk for the foreseeable future. A lot of these screws are kind of redundant. I wonder if that's enough. Where's the last screw? It's under the GPU. Look at the GPU out. I don't understand how to get the GPU. There's... Where did the CDs, DVDs go? They go digitally. So, I'm not planning an optical drive in this. A waste of money and time. I haven't used the disk drive for a long time. Ooh, got to take off some plastic. Ooh, should have taken the plastic off. Okay, how do I get the GPU out? Because I can't see. So normally there's like a little tiny thing here. I should have taken the plastic off the shroud. Where's the thing? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to do the very dangerous thing of pressing the thing with a metal screwdriver. I think it's there. I'm going to use a smaller screwdriver. Oh shit, it's so kind of nerve-wracking. I hate taking out giant GPUs because it's just... I don't want to damage my thing. I need like a longer flathead. I think this bad boy will do it. Big flathead. So you need to put enough pressure in to actually lift out the GPU, but I don't want to damage the board. There's something click there. I hate doing this so much. It feels nerve-wracking having like a piece of metal. Like oh. Actually, I don't need to take it out because I just realised my motherboard's moving. So that means that I can get the cable out. My motherboard's not moving, it's pivoting on the screw that's underneath here. Fuck. Do you have like a plastic spotter or something? Nothing long enough to be able to push the button down. Ah, done it. Fuck hell. Okay, maybe I didn't need to remove that because well, now I know how to remove it, so that's quite handy to have. That's handy, it's good knowledge. It's better to have knowledge than... Congrats on selling your soul, says Eyesight. Enjoy your VIP pass to hell. I didn't subscribe to this channel for PC content. I hope that's a joke, because that's quite funny. Because if you really take that seriously, then I think that's a kind of hilarious take on the whole situation. I'm just trying to get this fan cable out the shield. It's this system fan here. It's the fan here, which is clamped up to the shield in here. Hello, I'm live streaming at the moment. I made some critical errors. Coffee? Yeah, okay. My lovely wife, giving me coffee. something simple like getting the fan cabling out should be quite straightforward without taking out the whole motherboard. I don't understand why I can't move the motherboard, because all the screws are out as far as I can see. That's something else. Oh god, stupid me, there's one more screw here. Okay, when I do this again, I'm not putting all the screws back in because it's just not necessary. And I don't have a rugged magnetic screwdriver, that's why I keep dropping stuff. Okay, good. So, okay, good. My motherboard's shield is no longer gotten stuck to my fan cable, so that means I can re-screw this all back in. Yeah, so I removed the fan cabling here was the cable was stuck to the shield, and it looks like it'll be okay. I think it's probably seen worse before. Let's make sure. Okay, before I was going to flip over the computer, but I realised the computer's not attached to the motherboard at all, so I need to make sure the shield's lined up. Let's screw this back in. Oh, you can use a wooden chopstick. Yeah, that's a good point. I should have used the wooden chopstick. As a Chinese household, we have a lot of chopsticks, so I should have done that. I should have read the comments first. Gonna have to work, but good luck with the rest of the build. Thank you very much, Jonathan Morgan, for joining the stream today. So I've not been very interactive with chat because I'm looking at it on my phone. I'm trying to focus on the task at hand. It's quite handy actually doing this live, just because I'm getting lots of hints and tips from everyone. So I think I'm just going to do the outer screws, not anything complicated, just the. I'll do these three on the side here. Get this in focus for things. Do these three on the edge. I mean, to be fair, it's it is got a very heavy cooler on top. I want to make sure that it's. When I was doing like IT work, right, I remember I was doing this work for this kind of like a veterans charity, I guess you'd call it, and one of the guys, the CEO of the charity, right, they wanted me to help this one guy. He had some kind of like major mental health issues, but he had a PC that he kept around, and he was afraid of he was really afraid of like he had this idea that the government was following him and monitoring his every move. So he didn't have a laptop or anything. He carried around a PC, but it wasn't a whole computer case. He just carried a motherboard, cooler, and a power supply. And he would carry it around in a plastic bag, like a Sainsbury's bag, which is a supermarket bag. And he wanted me to check the computer for any kind of anyone spying on him. And I think what we ended up doing was just reformatting his hard drive and installing Linux on it or something like that, so that he was just sure no one was monitoring him. But it's just really funny because I remember we were at the CEO's dining table and it's like, "Where's your computer?" "Oh, it's here," and it's in this like plastic bag, and he just like lays it out. And it's just a motherboard, a hard drive, and a little tiny cooler. And yeah, we have to find a keyboard, mouse, and hook it all up to a screen. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put the last screw in because I'm pretty sure this is the last time I ever do this. bits that I lost. Enjoy your VIP pass to $600 battery replacement. Okay. It's just a commuter and drink some water. Which CPU did you go for? I can't tell from the thumbnail. That's fine. Okay. This is 7950 X3D is what it's called, I think. 3XD, something like that. It was top of the range in August. That's when I bought the parts. Okay, so GPU is going to go back in. Okay, click. I think I'll just put the one thumb sticking. This bad boy in. What I tend to do with PCs, right, is like I put it together and then I just don't look at it for 5 years. Or I get really upset about trying to upgrade parts. Like you know, when I started building this my last computer, I didn't know I was going to be streaming a lot. I'll just take off the plastic shroud. So one major problem I've been having is like just don't have enough USB-C ports. And this one's only got 2, but I'll buy an add-in card later, I think. This is a major pain in the ass to get because my screwdriver is not magnetic. Oh, it is not enough to hold it up fully. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, that's good. So one of the things about the new GPUs is that it uses this like new header format. I don't know if you're familiar with, if you've ever built a PC with like the new 4070s or 4080s and stuff. Where the hell does this go? No. This goes the wrong around. Right. Okay, nice and tight. Okay, good. So that's my cable here. It's GPU power cable. Okay, so I think there's only a couple of things left to do, I think. Well. Okay, let's see. Got to plug in that fan. Got to plug in that fan. And I'll just tidy this up. I'll plug in the fan at near the CPU, I think. And I've got to plug in the fan header array as well. Into the power supply. Oh my god, that's heavy. Oh fucking hell. Oh my god, that's so heavy. Good. So I've got to plug this thing in so that it fits in the SATA. So this powers the fans there, and then Just do some cable tidying. Cable tidying here. I've got two fans going into the fractal nexus. So this is called the fractal nexus. And then got SATA cables here. Okay, so I need to plug this thing into the power supply, which is a real pain because I can't see anything. I hate doing this because it's How often do you stream? I stream every Thursday. I try to stream every Thursday. So I'm going to do some stream tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this new computer yet tomorrow, to be honest, because I'm not sure it'll be ready yet. But I'm planning to stream tomorrow. Oh my god. Do I have to take out the... I think I'll just take out the PSU, it's easier. Take this out. Can angle this. Yeah, I stream quite often, so once a week roughly. Peripherals. Okay, I need to go in the bottom slot. Okay, that's slotted in. So that should work. And then I've got another cable, here, which is, I think this is supposed to go into I think that cable's supposed to go into the fan header too. And then where does this go? Where does this PWM cable go? That looks like a fan cable. This thing's gigantic. Okay, so I've got this cable, which is the fan for this slot here. So I need to put it into the nexus. The pretentious way of calling this fan array, header array, what do you call it? Okay, just putting this fan to the correct place. I'm going to tie up the cabling first. Sorry guys, can't see this. It's not very exciting. Not that exciting a YouTube channel, this one. We are talking about gaming tech, and I'm not really an expert on like PC gaming tech, but as a content creator, this is just kind of what I do. I do what's necessary for the content and also playing games too. So I play games with friends, and it's very handy for me to have good fans for this. Okay, good. I'm just seeing how does this stuff connect up to the motherboard? Because oh, there's a fan cable here. I didn't even see this one. This must be the system fan at the back. Oh, the PWM cable. Okay, so sorry you guys can't see this, but how's he doing, chat? I think I'm doing badly. I think generally speaking, badly. I'm surprised that there are 35 people watching at this moment, looking at a really bad camera angle of this screen at the moment. Okay, so it looks like this PWM cable plugs straight into, so that's the power cable. This PWM cable must plug into the motherboard. From here, system fans. System fan. Ah, the main one's here. Okay, so this should go here. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, let's tidy this up and I'll flip it over, and then we are nearly done. So there's a, just as I suspected, there's a PWM fan. So that's the thing which basically controls the motherboard. The fans from, it will control the nexus from the motherboard. So I'll put this cable, slot that one through here. Oh, and so I can basically plug in about 10 more fans, which I don't really need to have, but it's nice to have the option, I guess. To have like, I can fit in this fan controller basically. There's a slot here for fans, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fans. Oh my god. So I put in 9 additional, I can put in 5 additional fans. But generally speaking, you only really need like 2 or 3 fans, 1 intake, 1 outtake. That's probably all you need. Oh god, this is a heavy. So the last piece of the puzzle is the PWM cable. Okay, so this PWM cable is going to be controlled by system fan 1 here. So the system fan, is that right? System. Okay, system fan 1. Fan pump, no, system fan. Okay, so once that's in, I think that's done. I think that's quite clean. Well, I should probably screw the PSU back in properly first, because this is coming out. This. So as a build, right, that looks remarkably clean. Like, if I do say so myself. Like, I'm not like an expert builder, but being able to hide everything behind here, it's not that clean a line, this one, but this GPU and this, the look of this is like very clean. All the cabling's nicely tucked away, if I do say so myself. That's nice, that's nice. Oh yeah, can't see any issues. Okay, well, I guess the proof is making sure all the fans are working correctly and plug it all in, just make sure it works. Okay, so flip it over this way. This is like a nice clean build, I think. Silent, it's virtually silent as well. I haven't added any hard drives to this yet. I mean, the hard drives will be probably the loudest part of this whole computer because plug in. Might do some game benchmarking then while I'm here. Okay, power socket. Then we just need HDMI. Where's my... Okay, HDMI. Oh yeah, the power cable worked. The power socket worked. Whoa, nice. It's a beauty. I didn't realize this this would be RGB. I think we're getting there. You're in love with the Noctua fans. I like the Factor ones. The Be Quiet fans are pretty good. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, I successfully built a computer. It's in a case now. Oh, so quiet and pretty. I was thinking like I don't need a case. I don't need a case with the glass. I didn't intend to buy one, but it's the only one that they had. Let's see here. Let's switch our views around a bit. Okay, here we go. So I've got my 4K screen. Is there like a good diagnostic tool I can use to like, what's a good diagnostic tool to look at fan speeds and stuff and temperatures? Is it like CPU ID or something like that, or should I use something different? Let's install a game. Let's install Chrome first, because shit. What's a good chat? What's a good hardware? What's a good like hardware tool? Like hardware monitoring tool? I've kind of forgotten which is the best tool to use. Because I know what it is for Mac, but I've kind of neglected my PC skills. The first thing I need to do is change UAC. Turn off. Let's turn off the scaling. Scaling is terrible. 300%, it's crazy. Let's do like... No, I can't see anything now. Yeah, brings us up to like 1080p. So, let's download Steam. And so I've got my disk. If I go to disk management, now I can do my thing. Specky or HW info. Let's install both. I heard of Specky before. I haven't used it for a long time. Is it free? When did Specky get bought by CC Cleaner? I kind of feel like I probably want to use HW info. It's done on Steam as well. Let's run a couple of game benchmarks. What's a good benchmarking tool as well for games? Maybe I should run Cyberpunk or something. I want to put my stuff into the correct place. So let's put let's format my SSDs as well. Okay, I've got my drives, my solid state drives. After 30 years, I am entirely out of the gaming PC market. It's just not interesting or fun anymore. Yeah, I find building this PC was not that fun as a thing. I like the idea of having a PC, but it's just I find the whole thing kind of stressful as well. Okay, so C drive. Let's put my games on the D drive. So normally you want to install Steam on Windows computer outside of the program files. Put the D drive. Got these 4 drives, and they are. I use hardware info. I'm not sure I trust CCleaner that much. Okay, let's see the HW info install. What I hate about Windows is this. Like, what is this? What on earth is this thing? Okay, first like this. Right? What is this? You need to get rid of that. Like, I don't want random news. I don't want widgets. My thing. I want this. Did HW info install already? Did my Steam install? Okay, let's run a couple of games, and then I'm not going to benchmark it against the PC because it's kind of against the Mac because it's kind of pointless. But it's obviously that this is faster. Okay, let's log into Steam. Will I do the hardware survey? Well, guess what? Guess I will. This will help me tell. Gigabyte X670E AOS Master, Ryzen 9 7950X3D, AVX supported, F16C will be supported too. Yep. I'm gonna counter that. Makes it look so luminous. let's just do hardware info. Have a look at my hardware. Okay, so this is my hardware info. So Ryzen 9 7950X3D. Does this give temperatures? These are clocks, aren't they? Remarkably cool at the moment. 32 gigabytes of RAM per memory module, so I've got 4 of those. Got an incredibly large amount of RAM. Let's load up a game. So I don't want to download. I don't want to download anything. What I'm going to do is add my NASes. Yeah, so my old computer's got a 3700X, and then I guess mount my games folder. So what I do here, I can, using the power of the NAS with my 2.5 gigabit Ethernet connection, means that I can get this network. I can add my my Steam library, which I already have. Yeah, I'll add that in, and then I can run games. Let's see if I can get the audio to output through. Now I'll get some Cyberpunk, do a Cyberpunk benchmark. What's a good hardware overlay? Yeah, Windows 10 was good. What's the best way to overlay frame rate and temperature stats and everything? Is there like a good, what's the equivalent of the metal HUD for Windows? I've completely forgotten. It's the new Copilot. AI companion, eh? I think I like ChatGPT more. Nvidia FrameView or MSI Afterburner. I should probably install the Nvidia drivers. Nvidia drivers. I should download the Nvidia drivers before I do it. You just get the GeForce experience, right? Or they changed it to the Nvidia app. Cool too. What's Nvidia FrameView? So let's see if I can. Okay, that's up to date. I'll upgrade the drivers first before I do benchmarking. MSI Afterburner, that's the FrameView app. Let's quick this up. I think I'll use the FrameView. Oops, something's happening. What's great about this is that at idle, it's completely silent. It's quite amazing. I set to update and I can't see the screen. Oh, I can see it on the OBS computer, but not. It's not coming up on my Okay, so it's a studio drive. The game one first. Okay, I hope this doesn't kill the stream too much. I have limited internet. Yeah, I can't believe that. I bought like the fastest possible. Not the fastest possible. I didn't buy a 4090. I bought a 4080 Super, and now there's a 5080 Super. Hello, Alan Max. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming in. I think I've successfully built a computer. Didn't take that long. Well, I did the hard part first, the CPU thing, and then I had to like reseat the pins because I've messed it up. Okay, let's install. Get these drivers. How do I control fans? What's the best way to control fans? Is let me see, fractal define. What's it called? Nexus. How do I do this? I remember building my first gaming PC as a 15-year-old, like building your own Frankenstein. Amazing feeling when you're done and boot it up. I don't have the excuse of this being a Frankenstein because this is all like parts that I've chosen. I think I could have done with a smaller case, to be honest. Because when I bought it, I thought I'd use more hard drives, but I've installed like 16 terabytes of solid state drive space. Fan control is a free piece of software. Does it have fan curves? So did this install already? Oh, okay, installed graphics. Let's give it a little reboot, and then we'll restart this computer, and then we'll run a benchmark for Cyberpunk. What do you think this will get? 4080 Super. What settings should I run this at? 4K? What do you think? What do you think the frame rate I'll get from it is? Guys, what frame rate do you think I'll get from a 4080 Super with 128 gigabytes of RAM, running a Ryzen 7950X3D 3XD 4K high? Is that what to go for? 4K high is probably quite good. Let's get Steam up and running. What's GCC? Is that my fan control? I've only installed one thing, the GCC, which it automatically detected. $4K with DLSS, probably 90 plus FPS. Will you make another video about AC shadows on the Mac? I pre-ordered and waiting to play on M4 MacBook Pro. I used to play Xbox, but a game like that on the go with controller is insane. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna live stream me playing Assassin's Creed Shadows on all my Macs probably. Or I try it out on my M1, M2, M1 Max, and also my M3 Max. Probably be all worth trying. Try rake reconstruction too. Okay, yeah. I'll try path tracing as well. Let's try that fan control app. Is that what people are saying we should do? Is fan control? Or is it this? What's this GCC do? Oh, I want to install a bunch of crap. No. I'm on version F20. Once we install Norton, like, could download all these drivers, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. No, I'll do it after. So how do I do the how do I do? Isn't it a lot easier to get winget? Oh yeah, good point. I used to use this thing. There was a command line thing that you could do to get software. Winget. I've not heard of winget before, but I used to use something else called I can't remember what it's called now. What's Alt-Z? Oh, is this automatically getting through the speakers? Ah, 9 nights. That was it. I find that is this better or 9 nights better? Yeah, 9 nights. I used to use this all the time.
Good morning, Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood. Thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed. Cause the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Net runners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid. While over in Westbrook, trauma teams scraping cyber victims off
Media Player Classic?
And in Pacifica, well, Pacifica
is
still Pacifica. This has been your...
Just looking good. Okay, good. WinGet UI, you can use that if you want a GUI. It's called Uniget now. For Uniget. Uniget UI, okay. Is that better? Is that better than all the stuff? Oh, it's command line package manager. Install software easily. Okay, I'll do that afterwards. Okay, let's do a benchmark. So let's look at video. VSync off 4K. And then ray tracing ultra. Let's just do like no ray. Let's just do ultra. Let's do ultra. Let's do the ultra preset at 4K and see how this goes. What's the overlay I should use? 9 does not update, not a package manager. Yeah, but you can what's a good overlay? Okay, let's see frame rate. Yeah, not bad. 60, 70 FPS at 4K on ultra settings preset. So it is using like FSR. Alt R for an overlay. So GPU, see the overlay. You guys can see the overlay in the top right, okay? GPU 99%, latency 33. Is that right? 33 milliseconds? It's very quiet. Very quiet. I saw you had the gigabyte bloat thingy. I normally disable installation of such tools and bars, but the tool is currently the only way to get the latest 0.71 AMD chipset driver. What is the AMD chipset driver? Do you think AMD chipset driver will make a difference in this? Okay, 68 frames per second at ultra high. It's fast. It's fast. And then it can try it maybe with ray tracing overdrive. So this has path tracing on. This is the ray tracing overdrive benchmark. You would use DLSS. Okay, maybe I can't quit out of. I hate Cyberpunk's benchmark because you can't quit out of it. So I should use the tool to install the AMD 7.01 chipset drive. Well, it's really good. I mean, this is ray tracing overdrive mode. Seriously impressive. 50 FPS? Because yours is a dual CCD X3D CPU, scheduling is a big issue for these. Okay, you know more than I do about this. Thank you very much, Shreyash Anand. It is default to DLSS on overdrive. Okay. Man, you guys know more about this than I do, and this is my bread and butter. It'd be cool to have something similar to DLSS on Mac OS side. I'm looking at this quite close on a 4K screen, and I can't really tell a difference between ray tracing and non-ray tracing. Okay. Beautiful. 53 frames per second, ray tracing overdrive, DLSS quality, auto reconstruction enabled. That was with path tracing on. And we're going to be really curious to see what the Mac is capable of once Cyberpunk comes out. Let's go. Let's try installing this this chipset. Okay. So we have a chipset driver for 7.01. What is storage library and performance library? Okay, let's get all this crap. VGA tool. What's the VGA tool? Doesn't give much information. Why is the basic control RGB? Okay. There's not much RGB on this, but if I ever add it in, then it's full. Yeah, I think I'll install this and then see if it makes a difference. And then, is there another game that you want to see running on this monster of a computer? I wonder if oh, I should download my 9. Well, do I want a package? Do I want a package manager, or do I want just an installer? Because these things can install. I guess I could try. I guess I could try running a package manager. Let's try this out. Get you. Do this while I'm doing that. Stuff's happening. What's chocolatey? What on earth is chocolatey? Sounds good. I'll install chocolatey if I need it. Okay, so this is the chipset. Chocolatey is a package manager before Microsoft had Winger. Okay, I don't even know what Winger is. The DPI scaling on this is really not really done a number. This looks quite handy. So I can find other packages, discover packages. So let's say I want Notepad. I want Notepad++. Add this as a package, right? And there's, I guess I'll do all my winget, yeah, that sounds right. So what was I going to install? Yeah, let's go. Does this have ShareX? So MS store winget. I'll just get the regular one. If I'm going to use a package manager, let's avoid stuff. Is there a Media Player Classic? Because there's like a new version. It's so nice starting from scratch from a new computer. Disable other sources. What's a good alternative to Media Player Classic these days? There's a version I use on my other computer, which is quite good. I got zoom here. Zoom. So here I can select different packages. So I can disable MS Store. Get Zoom. This looks official. Okay, so I can make a bundle. Yeah, with Windows, it feels really good to start from scratch. On a Mac, I'm actually fine with I've happily time machined or user migrationed over everything. I find it fine. But what I'm gonna do this time, right, when I run this Windows computer, is that if I have any like dodgy software, which I want to install, then I think I might do it in a virtual machine. Is there a good? What's the best like virtual machine software that you can get? What's a good virtual machine? Like VirtualBox? Yeah, is this stuff installing? Okay. It's nearly done. Doing the AMD driver. VMware Workstation Pro. How much does that cost money? Now free for personal use. Can I install it from a package manager? Like if I go to Discover, can I get VMware? Because the website, Broadcom website, is like complete dog shit. Apparently not. Yeah, real pain in the ass to download the Mac version, especially. Broadcom made it free, but it's like it's crap. It's like the worst website in the universe. Yeah. Do you think this computer will run virtual machines fine, right? So I'm just thinking like, if I want to install like a one-off piece of software, like a freeware bits of crap, right? And it's probably better to do that in a virtual machine, and then I can just delete the virtual machine afterwards, and then I don't have to like pollute my computer. So this is everything I've ever installed. I had no idea this was an option. How do you install through Brew? Can you get Brew on a Windows? Windows. How do you get Brew? Can you get Brew here? Brew. Homebrew? Microsoft's store version of Homebrew? Is that right? Can we expect a Hackintosh video? I'm not doing Hackintosh. Intel Macs are on their out. You know, I'm not even sure the next version of the operating system is going to support the Intel Macs. Whatever comes after Sequoia. Brew is Mac and Linux only. What's the one Apple product you don't have is redundant? I don't have an Apple Vision Pro, which I would really like to have, but I just think it's too much voice. I have pretty much everything. Apple TV, iPhone, iPad, AirPods, iPhone, Mac. I don't have a desktop Mac. Well, I might buy one for testing in the future, but I might buy a Mac Mini when it's on sale. Okay, so Brew is the package manager, not on Windows. On Windows, you should get WinGet. It is great. So WinGet, if I use Brew, this is the UWP version, so that's the Microsoft Store version of Brew. Let's install this. Okay, so Brew. How do you use Brew to install VMware? Because I would like to avoid the whole situation. It's a whole situation to get VMware. Install VMware using Windows. I didn't even realize this is an option. God, that's so much easier. Does that really work? So on the Mac, next time I do a VMware, looks like a scam. Don't trust that. Well, it does come from the MS Store. It can't be that bad if it comes directly from the MS Store. Homebrew. Is there a way to look at this on the... Okay, if it's unofficial, let's not do it. This is a pain with Windows computers, is that if you don't, there are a lot of hardware people involved in this. So every single part of this computer is built by a different company, and so every driver has to be installed on a Mac. Of course, you don't have to deal with that, which is like a massive deal, I think, for ease of use. I'll have to do VMware Fusion later. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to download it again, because that's a real pain. What's Windows Sandbox? We use Windows Sandbox for ephemeral Windows sessions. What's Sandbox? How do you use Windows Sandbox? Windows Sandbox offers a lightweight, isolated desktop environment for safely running applications. As a disposable virtual machine, Windows Sandbox ensures reboot persistence, quick launch times. Okay. Sandbox is temporary, closing it deletes all software files. I don't necessarily want to delete all the files though. Because it's nice to have something persistent. It's just something like I want to like delete it. How do I run this command? Win get e install. Can I? Do I do it from the command line? We have win get installed. Winget install -e --id VMware Workstation Pro. Paste in PowerShell. Oh yeah, paste. We'll have Winget installed. Winget install VMware Workstation. New package. Let me just paste in some random commands. Package file. Do I have to like install a source or something? So I've got MS store and thingy. Do I have to add another? Do I have to add another source? Do I have to install something before I do that? Okay. Why is this driver taking so long to install? Something wrong. Move this camera a bit up. I wonder why it's taking so long. So let me see if I can install anything else. There's like this seems like quite a handy piece of software. Can I get like qubit torrent? I use that. Hi Andrew, would you try Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 crossover on Mac? I don't think it's working. From what I can tell from the Mac gaming subreddit, people have tried it and it's not working. So unless someone can get it working, I won't try it. Apparently it loads up with like a black screen, and then that's about as far as I've gotten. Can I do 7-zip? gosh. Shads is really handy. Windows Sandbox is more useful when you're sure you don't want stuff around afterwards. Yeah. How do you enable Sandbox then? How to use Windows Sandbox? Lightweight virtualization. Enable UEFI virtualization. So I need to enable virtual. Okay, so we have Sandbox. Settings. And if I go to settings and then what does it say? Apps option. Yeah, so I need to enable this feature first. Okay, yeah, I need to enable UEFI first. Feels wrong that this is taking so long to install. I think I'm going to just disable. This Taiwanese software is just weird. What's gigabyte speed? Is this just bloatware? Or what is it? I'm not sure I need smart backup. What's AMD Ryzen Master? I used to use something called VirtualBox. I guess VMware is going to be the best, isn't it? VMware. Especially because it's free, you just need to navigate the labyrinth that is the Broadcom website. I don't think you need to install. What is AMD Ryzen? This thing has been completely silent so far. Right, I really like a quiet computer. Okay, let's give this the restart. I'll run that benchmark again. And then I'm pretty much going to call it a day. We are like nearly done. I'm quite proud to have built a computer again after all these years. This thing's a beauty. Yeah. Okay, I'll run that benchmark and see if that Ryzen makes a difference. And then I'm going to start, well, I'm going to go offline and then start the long, arduous process of porting all of my settings and files and everything from one computer to the other. And, you know, start fresh. Okay, let's run. I hate this search. I hate this search thing. I don't need desktop. What's this? Oh, CFOS speed. Okay. Right. It'd be interesting to see what speeds we're talking. Good. We'll do one more. We'll do one more benchmark and call it a day. I regard this as fairly successful. You can see the GPU is like starting to spin up now. Okay, let's run that. Let's run that path tracing overdrive again. Let's look. Overdrive. Path tracing overdrive. This is 4K resolution, path tracing overdrive, and I feel like this frame rate's higher. I think it's giving me like 58 average before. That's one of the nice things about, you know, we have on a Windows computer you have disparate parts, Gigabyte, AMD, Fractal Define, etc. But if each of those individually updates their drivers, then you get substantially better performance too. So this is with this is after a reboot. So I've updated the graphics drivers and I've updated the AMD thing, AMD firmware, whatever software, and we're getting a better frame rate, I think. Because before it was like 57. If you scroll back a bit, you'll see it. No matter how proficient one is with computers, using an unfamiliar operating system reminds you that what normal people feel like when they use a computer. I like to think that I'm pretty good at this because I've been using Windows 11, Windows for my whole life. Mac OS is really the new one for me. This is substantially faster than before. It's like 50% faster with the graphics with the AMD driver. That's like a hell of a lot faster. What is it like on the normal? I was doing I did Ultra before, and that was getting about 80 or something. Well, I try Avowed. Is Avowed working? I'll only try it if people know it's working. I'm not that good at like getting I'm not good at getting games that don't work to work because I don't know enough about like decompiling exe files and hex editing files. I was making a huge difference. I think if maybe I should upgrade the stuff on my current computer and make it run faster. Frame gen is on. Turn off frame gen. Is frame gen part of the presets? Because all I did was click on the presets. You betrayed us. Well, I never betrayed anyone because from the beginning I've always used Windows computers the whole time. Every time I've done a stream, it's all been from Windows computer streaming, pretty much. This is so much cheaper than trying to build a Mac. Is the audio sound bad? It might just be the capture card not picking up the high. It doesn't like high frame rates. Yeah, frame gen's on. So if I turn frame gen off. That becomes custom. So I did set it up. If I turn it on, well, it'll be even better, won't it? So if I go to ray tracing overdrive and turn frame gen was on before. If I turn frame gen off, no, I think well, anyway, I'm very impressed with this computer. I'm probably not actually using this to game on anyway. This is more my editing PC, so it'd be more interesting to see how this functions editing video footage. Okay, good. Okay guys, so thank you very much for joining me on this epic journey today of building my computer. I finally got it finished. I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow doing something. I want to play this Windows game on a Mac, which is called it's called Moral Dilemma Interview or something like that. It was a philosophical game. Looks quite fun, and do some more Windows game testing on a Mac. Anyway, thank you for watching. I've got a lot to do to set this up now. And thank you for all of the tips. I mean, there's a lot of things that I didn't actually know how to do. And like that USB header, the USB-C header and stuff like that. It's very helpful doing this on the stream. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be here tomorrow probably, and then more videos next week. See you later. I'm ending the stream now. Bye-bye.